WDAS FM, Philadelphia, where you'll hear happening now on WDAS FM.
See you at the party that's going on from 9 until I'll see you at the party that's going on from 9 until say what? Say what? Say what?
WDAS FM number 2 on the Sounds of Philadelphia Top 20 Countdown. One away from the big one. This is Shannon, and let the music play on 105.3. WDAS FM, Shannon, and let the music play number 2, up from number 5 last week on our Sounds of Philadelphia Top 20 Countdown. At 17 minutes after 2 o'clock, we take a listen to the big one, numero uno, from 2 of the successful powerhouses in the music industry. Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Linda McCartney, and Say, number 1. WDAS FM, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson and Say. This week, finding itself in the number 1 position for the first time. Last week, it was number 3. And Michael Jackson, from what I understand, is coming to Philadelphia sometime in the spring. And, of course, when we get more information, we will pass it on to you. Well, join us next week for the Sounds of Philadelphia Top 20 Countdown, and we'll see if Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson maintain their reigning position in the number 1 slot here at WDAS FM.
What's new at Ponderosa?
Ontario Academy TV is proud to be a Philadelphia company.
The contest everybody wants to play just keeps getting better. It's the return of the Juice Machine and his super friends, Ronald McDonald and the Coca-Cola Robot. You know, lucky WDAS-FM listeners all over the Philadelphia area have been winning big prizes. And now there are even more. Every time you open the Juice Machine door, the McDonald's door, or the Coca-Cola door, you can win a trip for 2 to Freeport in the Bahamas, courtesy of Kim Graves, travel arrangements by Supreme Travel. A $500 Fifth Avenue shopping spree from Luton's Fifth Avenue Candy Bar. A $50 gift certificate from Up Against the Wall. A tender, delicious 5 to 7 pound oven stuffer roaster fresh from Purdue Farms. Dinner for 2 at Ponderosa. A trip for 2 to San Juan, Puerto Rico, available through Bartlett Travel. A trip for 2 to exciting Rio de Janeiro, available through Bartlett Travel. So just keep listening to the FM band each day for the key word of the day, because your chance to win is coming. From the station that opens doors for you, WDAS FM.
2:28 Sunday afternoon with Dyana Williams. And our trivia question this week comes to us from Voice Smith of West Philadelphia. And Voice is interested in the career and the music of Stevie Wonder. He wants to know Stevie's original name, which happens to be Stevelyn Morris. And Stevie was born in Saginaw, Michigan, May 13th, 1950. Stevie is a Taurian. Most recently, he's been working on other folks' albums as he has over the years. I was listening the other night to something he did with the Manhattan Transfer and Spice of Life, and more records than you realize. Stevie is working as a guest performer, and he recently produced a piece on his own label, the Wonder label, Wonder Direction label, and he did something with his best friend, a disc jockey from New York, who was one of the first folks to do rapping, and it's called The Crown, and you may remember we were playing it some time ago. Stevie is special, and he recently helped Coretta Scott King in her efforts to promote Martin Luther King's birthday and make it a national holiday, and that, of course, was ratified by Congress, and it is now a national holiday. I believe in 1985 we will begin celebrating that, and in large part we owe that to Stevie Wonder and his efforts, along with Coretta Scott King and many others across the country who pushed for ratification of that celebration and that holiday. Stevie Wonder is coming to Philadelphia tomorrow. We welcome him. And Voice, thank you for your question about Stevelyn Morris, otherwise known and loved to millions around the world as Stevie Wonder.
WDAS FM.
Absolutely beautiful. Four Tops. I've been enjoying their music since I was a little girl.
And that was a long time
And
ago.
that was a long time ago. That's not nice, Bill. I'm your age.
Oh.
I mean,
And you don't even remember the Four Tops.
oh, that's not true. I used to save my money and run to the record store across the street and 45 records because I couldn't afford albums. I mean, that was a real big treat to buy LP when I was little, and the Four Tops are making I Can't Help Myself and Walk Away Renee. I remember Bernadette. Yeah. That's right. But I had an extensive Four Top collection. We also heard from the Pointer Sisters, their album Breakout and Automatic. As you can tell, Bill Vargas is here at 10 minutes before 3 o'clock. We now pause for WDAS FM News.
Thank you, Dyana. It's 58 degrees and sunny in Philly's Fairmount Park, and a good afternoon to you. An investigation is continuing into the attack on a Greyhound bus. It's going to be mostly sunny for the remainder of the afternoon and warmer. We'll get up to about 60 degrees. We're almost there now, in fact. Increasingly clouds with some occasional rain beginning to fall into the picture as we get into the late night hours. Overnight going down to about 40 degrees, and then Monday is going to be rainy throughout the day and also pretty cold. Highs only about 45. Right now it's 58 in Philly's Fairmount Park. For WDAS FM News, I'm Bill Vargas, and now we return to Dyana Williams.
Thank you, Bill. Have a progressive and positive remainder of this weekend and week. Stay tuned for Wayne Joel. He's coming up next. I've had a fine time today. I mean, the weather's nice from what I understand. I'm going to go out there and make good on my Sunday. Enjoy my ride through Fairmount Park. What's that, Wayne?
They're riding horses up there.
Riding horses, that's not a bad idea. I like horses.
WDAS FM, Philadelphia, where you'll hear happening now on WDAS